Welcome to all of a sudden number 5065. Goodness
We
gracious.
just went over it, Joe. We just went over it.
How? How?
we just practiced. Today, this show is brought to you by Anchor.fm. If you guys want to start your podcast journey, do it now with Anchor.fm. We'll hear more about that later. We got a jam-packed show for you guys today because we got one co-creator of the FB, popular Call of Duty gaming team, FB. Carlos Chavez is in the chat today, boys.
What's going on? How's it going?
Next up, we got 2020's Sexiest Engineer of the Year, Jerry, joining us.
What's up, you guys?
And Jay.
Jay, I'm kidding. Of course, as always, stead and true, Jay joins us on the show.
Handsome as hell, handsome as ever.
Hey, my man.
And
Thanks.
cohort Julian dropping on episode 65. How you guys doing?
Delicious.
It works every time.
We're doing good.
Every
doing
time,
good.
dude.
Doing good. Thanks for having me today, Joe. Thank you.
I mean, if it happens every time, then why do you start with that question?
Because I always wanted to get awkward.
It works. It works. It gets the job done.
Works 50% of the time. All the time.
Let's start with my beer of the week. I got a Voodoo Ranger Liquid Paradise IPA. It looks like it's a 7.8 APV, so it's a pretty hefty boy. And then Charles, you actually got a pretty cool drink in your hands right now too.
Yeah, I'm not so much gonna show it off for the brewery or like the taste. I don't care what beer it is really, but it's cool that it's an El Paso artist that was able to get her art on the can. Her name is Kristen Apodaca, but yeah, this is it, and it's also representing our town star right in the middle of the mountain.
Yeah, that looks
It's
awesome.
also got the alligators too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know if you want to do a slow, see if I could get it all in there.
Yeah, looks good. There it is.
Slow.
Dude, that is-
There it is.
Flipping it back
As
and
slow as it
forth.
gets.
I'm trying.
That's a
You
nice
guys should go pick
boomerang.
it up. I think you can pick it up anywhere now. They sell it like Tin Man. I think Walmart even sells that shit now. So.
What is it? It's a white, right? Like a Hefeweizen?
It's a white ale.
No, it's a double white IPA from what's the brewing company?
Marble.
Marble. Yeah.
Yeah, Marble.
And no, that IPA is really good.
Well, here-
I usually have it
Here
at
it just says white
10.
ale. I don't know if it's double or it just says white ale on the can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was
Wheat,
like
it's a
a
wheat ale.
Hefeweizen.
Oh,
yeah.
wheat ale. My bad.
Ale. Yeah. A white.
No, but they're
I was
based
I was
off
saying
in,
white because the can's like white and black, but yeah, you're right. Wheat ale. On the
they're
can.
based off in Albuquerque, so that's cool that they actually chose an El Paso artist to showcase on their cans. That's a really awesome.
Mhm.
You sound very excited for that.
And then I got my beer of the week right here. My little Kirby.
8-month-old Kirby.
My 8-month-old Kirby.
Purified water. That's fine.
Hey, you don't get dubbed sexiest engineer of the year without drinking water.
Sadly, I do not have a beer in front of me, or else I would.
Wow.
Oh, my
Wow,
But I do
Julian.
have
Get outta
I
here.
do have a
Get outta
delicious
here.
Dr. Pepper,
Doctor,
23
get out of here.
23 flavors.
One of the last
go out and
remaining
get
Dr. Peppers in existence.
Yeah, I mean you gotta go get them before they're extinct.
Yeah, are they still running low on supply?
No, well, yes and no. I mean, it's a common misconception. We're
You're a
running
common
low.
misconception.
Okay, whatever. We're running low because people are buying more. We're not running out of Dr. Pepper. We're just, on short supply because people are buying them up. Similar to like how the toilet paper was, and how like a
Like
bunch
the
of the
aluminum
other
can
stuff.
thing, right? People like,
Oh, the aluminum cans. Oh my God! So there's actually something pretty scary or crazy about that. I was having a discussion with the Frito-Lay guy the other day, and he was saying like, yeah, people think about like the cans, like beer and sodas and stuff, but they don't realize that there's aluminum in the chip
foil,
bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna notice chips also taking a hit as well.
Damn. I guess on to our first topic. Yesterday, DC had this really cool event called DC Fandom, and pretty much they just announced a whole lot of goodies, such as a new Wonder Woman trailer, they announced they kind of showed a teaser for the Justice League revamp with the Snyder cut, and then most importantly, they kind of showed the new Batman trailer, which is just called The Batman, correct?
Yeah, it's called The Batman.
I haven't seen it. Do they have any? Who's like the main bad guy and who's all the characters? Oh my bad. Were you gonna say something? Did I interrupt you?
No,
That's it. I'm out of here.
he's he's just shaking his head because you have yet to join the rest of the world and watch this trailer.
You had
I
one job.
haven't.
You had one job, Jerry. You had one
Nobody
job.
told me.
Right? Mr. Freeze is one of the guys. I think it's in
Oh,
that
that's
game
for
coming out.
that's for the
Robin.
game. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because they released a whole bunch of Batman stuff yesterday.
Yeah, they're making a game without the bats, dude. How are you gonna have a game without Batman? So they're gonna do Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and I think Red Hood. And
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze is the main villain in that game. I don't know what other villains there might come out, but Mr. Freeze is gonna be the main villain.
Which I think is going to be fantastic. Give Mr. Freeze a spotlight. I mean, he had a little story arc in the Arkham games, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
it was
this-
a pretty cool one.
So okay, I guess we're gonna start with the video game first, right?
Well, I don't know much about the video game itself.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
from the movie trailer?
it's because we jump from the movie to the video game like in a second. So I'm
Oh,
just
sorry.
I'm trying to figure out like what the
Julian.
talking points. Oh, well,
Look it
okay,
up.
we'll stick to the video game.
Oh,
So the new video game obviously looks really cool. I think they're basing it off of the like two series, which is the Court of Owls and the Battle for the Cowl series that they had, which is really cool because like in the Battle for the Cowl, Bruce Wayne is like presumed dead. I think he's really just off somewhere in like time or something.
He's just having a
And,
vacation, sitting on the beach with a
yeah.
nice mojito.
Exactly. And meanwhile, like all the Robins are kind of, fighting to see who's going to, well, they're not really fighting to see who's going to be the next Batman, but they understand the importance that Batman has on Gotham. Like if there's no Gotham, then everything's going to go to hell. So I'm curious to see how they're going to
If
tackle
there's no
those.
Gotham, yeah.
Well,
You
if
know
there's no
Batman,
Batman,
right? Yeah.
if there's no Batman, there's no Gotham.
I was really trying to
whatever.
grasp that one.
Nonetheless, it's really, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's really cool. It's not tied in any way to the Arkham series, except for some of the mechanics. I know some of the mechanics are gonna be there, especially with Batgirl. But it's really cool. I'm looking forward to it. They're gonna have like a multiplayer mode. I think it's only up to 2 players, and that sounds like a lot of fun. Like stopping crime and doing stuff with like your homies. It's gonna be cool.
For my homies.
For my homies.
No, it sounds promising. But back to the movie, I think this one looks really promising. One scene in particular that I kind of want to call out is where Batman breaks this guy's arm and then starts beating him.
Just
And
beating
then
Oh, dude, that part was sick. So you're talking about towards the end of the
it was towards
trailer.
the back end of the trailer, but I think that part stood out the most because it shows that he's young Batman,
Ruthless.
and he's just no mercy, and
I mean,
it looks
that
like
whole scene looked pretty dark. Like from all of the Batman movies, it's always like a good 3 punches and the guy falls down and that's it, But right here, it was just really wailing on him. Like I think it'll be kind of dark, honestly.
Dude, yeah, Jay's right. That dude was like repeatedly punching that dude, and he was full brain.
And he like snaps his arm. He like snaps his arm like at least 5 times.
Yeah.
And he was
And
just
it-
like,
it
"Now
is-
give me the information I need."
He starts off punching him a bunch while the guy's standing, and then once the guy keels over, he goes back to the floor and starts wailing on him.
Just wailing on him.
Honestly,
no violence in this podcast, Greg.
in terms of the trailer, I was hooked right from the start. Like right from the opening scene where you're hearing the Riddler like duct taping that dude. I was like immediately like, oh, this is great. This is gonna be good. Then you hear you put it to the backdrop of like Nirvana. I'm just like, okay, I'm already sold. My ticket's already purchased.
So that looks like that's gonna be the villain on this one. It's gonna be the Riddler, and I know they've casted a few other guys as villains, but I'm pretty sure.
Selena Kyle came out in the trailer.
Yeah, the Zazie Beetz, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. It looks really good, man. I'm interested to see what this movie has to offer. Robert Pattinson, he actually has like a really solid, like serious tone to it. I know a lot of people are making fun of him for being like emo Batman or whatever.
Looks like
He did
Spider-Man
But,
3
right?
Batman.
Oh, the meme?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yes,
My Chemical
100%.
Romance Batman?
He did.
He did. And,
Yeah.
he talked as Batman. I think he said vengeance or something like that.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
like
yeah. He was
With the
quoting
side order.
he was quoting the cartoon.
But was it like a whole vengeance kind of thing, or was it
Yeah.
like
It was.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
like
kind
I
of.
am the knights, I am vengeance.
It
And
was.
then
It
they
was a
cut it
deep.
off. They cut it
deep
off
tone.
right when he did. Yeah.
okay.
I don't remember if he spoke as Bruce though.
No, I think it's Batman, but it's definitely. I love it because they were saying how this movie's gonna take, kind of like the detective aspect of Batman, whereas before it was always like action and like, little minor detective work here and there. But this one's gonna be a lot more, crime, uh, syndicate or whatever. He's gonna be really looking for clues and stuff. And what's the best villain for that besides the Riddler? I mean, he's all about leaving clues. He's all about leaving, riddles and all that stuff. And I found it like I was sold on him when they did that. Where there's a scene in the trailer where there's like a guy with a bomb, and the note is like for Batman, and it's clearly like he's in his Bruce Wayne get up. So it's like, do I give away my secret identity by trying to save this guy, or like what do I do? And it's
That's
I don't
pretty.
know.
That's
It
pretty
sounds
dope.
really cool. Yeah, it
Are they
sounds really
basing
cool.
it off of a comic line?
I think the year one comics where it shows a younger Batman. I think, but not confirmed or anything.
I would agree with you. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the year one Batman. That's why he's like a lot more, like
He's
oh
younger,
shit.
more ruthless. I mean, even his Batmobile is like more of a hot rod
Concept.
than it is
Yeah.
an actual
His
Batmobile.
suit. Just looking at
But
his
does that
suit,
mean
it's like made
does
out
that
of
mean
cloth.
either the time frame is what is it set at, the time frame in this movie?
No
You guys know?
details on the time frame at all. We're just kind
I
of
don't
basing
think-
it off of like everything that you see. Like Jerry said, like the suit looks
Old
kind of
school.
young. Yeah, it doesn't look like well developed, like the armor and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, get you.
Like I mentioned, his Batmobile is just kind of basic. It just looks like an old Challenger or Charger, and it's souped up like a little bit with bat tech.
The light.
Mhm.
With like rockets or whatever.
It's AA batteries. Power up his bat symbol on his suit. Got you.
So yeah, definitely looks like a younger Batman take that they're gonna go with, which is cool.
Damn.
They say that it's gonna be. I mean, like you had mentioned earlier, there's gonna be a ton of other villains. I think one of them was Oswald. Well, they have him
It's
listed as
cool, boy.
Ozzy. Yeah, they have. I mean, we all know. Any Batman fan knows that if you're gonna name someone Ozzy, that's definitely gonna be probably the Penguin. But I forgot who they got. I think it was Olaf. The guy who plays Olaf is gonna be him.
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name, but yeah, that guy.
The guy from the snowman from Frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Olaf.
Olaf.
So on to our next story. PlayStation is confirming that when the PS5 drops, it's gonna drop with the hottest release titles that they've ever come out with on an opening console. I mean, when the PS4 dropped, they had kind of some B-list games coming out, but I guess it sold pretty decent. Do you guys, on the wake of Halo announcing that they have to delay and they're not going to drop at the Xbox Series X, do you think this is just PlayStation taking advantage of that and showing that they're going to be the dominant force come the new gen? Or
Yes.
do you think they kind of had this predetermined and Xbox taking a step back is going to hurt ultimately?
Yes.
Also, what kind of games would you guys like to see? I mean, I'm sure you've seen some of the new releases that are coming out. Which do you think is going to cement that statement to PlayStation?
I actually haven't. Like, what's the list of games coming out for?
Godfall. God of War is the newest one.
There's a new God of War coming out for PS5.
No.
Yeah, PS5.
I know. Okay, is PS5 is PlayStation coming out with the new Gran Turismo?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. But have you seen it? Because I haven't seen any trailer for that. And usually
No,
Xbox has a response with Forza, because those are their main games.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah,
coming out with new releases.
whenever a new generation of console comes out, there's always PlayStation and Xbox making a racing game. It's either going to be like
their
Need for
games
Speed,
'cause they're
Forza, Gran Turismo.
right. They're after the mass people that are playing their systems, which is always that's why it's always like one versus the other. I don't know what games are coming out.
I think whenever they do that, it's a way for them to showboat, like, hey, look at the graphics, look at this
Yeah,
car,
yeah.
look at how great it looks when the rain hits the window, and like when you're driving.
Right? And they always do that with
Controls
just those games, dude. That's what I'm
You
getting at.
can
Like,
really
they only
feel the
do that.
moisture.
Yeah, they make you sweat. You have like your thing wiping your forehead. And shit. But oh man, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I guess the reason I'm saying is because right now I think Xbox is probably going to kill the release versus PS5, and I'm pretty sure right now with them holding back Halo is just a tactic if I can get PlayStation nervous as shit. That's why they like made them come out with all their releases now to see what they got. They're probably going to hit them with everything else they have.
Some of the major titles that PlayStation is or has announced is Gran Turismo 7, Ratchet and Clank, the new Spider-Man game or Spider-Man spin-off, and the second Horizon Zero Dawn game. They showed Resident Evil at one point. Some of the other ones, I mean NBA, but we know that's going to come out for everything. This one by Bethesda that kind of looks interesting called Deathloop, where you have to relive a day, I think, or go on trying to defeat this crime boss. But with games like that, I think if they come out with Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, and Gran Turismo on opening day, then I think they're going to blow Xbox out of the water.
Yeah, see, that I didn't know what releases are coming out. And then with that new game that you listed right now at the end, and that's what's cool about PlayStation is they always have they're known for their RPGs. Mm-hmm. So that already sounds cool, you know. I'm actually kind of disappointed with the Spider-Man game, man. I really wanted Miles to get his own game, and they left it with a big cliffhanger at the end with Spider-Man. Came out recently.
And I mean, technically, he is getting his own game, but it's gonna be smaller than the first Spider-Man game was.
Oof. So, and I thought the first Spider-Man was already small.
Yeah,
that's true. You can easily get past the first Spider-Man game in maybe less than a week. I think it's ultimately.
It's a good game. I'm not saying like.
No, yeah, it is. He was saying it was a good game, which I mean, yeah, I agree. Well,
yeah, I mean, when you play through if you were just to do the mission, not the side missions, but just the actual storyline, then it's maybe 3 hours, dude. It's really short. But the whole game, as is, like with everything, is really fun. Going through the little side missions and everything.
So, as all of you guys are PlayStation boys to the end, I know you guys love your PlayStation.
Well, I don't know. I'm like in between, man. I'm also in Xbox too.
Get them out of
here. I grew up PlayStation, but I had Xbox for like a long time. Was that since 2011?
Real quick, they're releasing a Resident Evil 8, which I'm pretty excited for.
Is that the
whole bag?
Village or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I remember because they did something where it was like they used the V and the II to make Village or whatever. It was so dumb.
I was just sitting on
it was like Resident Evil VII, and then it just like Illage just came out. Yeah.
So does PlayStation making this promise guarantee you guys doing that pre-order and getting PS5 as soon as it comes out, or are you still kind of wait on it?
So, okay, so just what can you kind of give me like a brief description on like the promise, because I didn't catch that one.
Their promise is that it's going to be the best release titles or best. Yeah, all the titles that are going to release with the PlayStation 5 is going to be the best that we've ever seen.
I mean,
they've probably have to have like 3 or 4 games that they've got banked ready for release.
Which is definitely going to be Spider-Man. It's definitely going to be what is it? Not Forza, Gran Turismo, and I don't know what the third one is, but probably like Horizon or something.
No, I think Horizon will be later, but I think Ratchet and Clank for sure is going to be a drop title.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank is one of those games that are up there.
I know what it is. It's the greatest game ever made. Grand Theft Auto 5.
True.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Remade, remastered.
for like the third time in a row.
Dude.
But no, man. I mean, it doesn't really sway me. I was gonna get PlayStation, all ready to begin with.
But
But
does it get you excited to do it like
That's
as soon as it comes
biased,
out?
though.
Yeah, he is biased AF. But are you
Yeah.
gonna get it as soon as it comes out?
more than likely, I've done that with almost everything else.
Charles, as soon as it comes
Oh,
out?
dude, I don't like the design, man. I'm actually gonna wait.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god.
I saved for it, but I don't like the design. And then the first system,
Get
they
'em
always
outta
come out
here.
with bugs. Always has bugs, dude.
Good call.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
wait like 6 months and then I'll buy it.
Yeah,
Jerry?
he's right.
One
First-
thing, however, go ahead, Jerry.
If they come out with Ratchet and Clank, then I'll end up buying it. If not, then I'll just wait for the next Call of Duty
Dude,
game.
like Jerry brings up a good point too, man. Like I was so ready to buy it, even with the bad design, if they were gonna make that Miles Morales full game. But once I found out it was
Not a bad
DLC
design.
or something, dude, it's horrible.
Oh
Like
my
some
god.
It is ugly.
Ivo looking ass PS4.
Jay, first release get or not? Pass.
Nah, I've always waited. I've always been the dude to be like, I know the first one's always gonna be trash. Always.
Yeah, dude.
There's always something wrong with them, so I always waited out. Even
And
with
they always sell it.
and
Yeah,
even the
but-
360 when I got it the first time, I was so sad. But I mean, luckily it didn't mess up. But I got it, and first day that I plugged it in, Red Ring of Death. And I was like, are you serious? But I mean, I panicked, so I took off the power and I plugged it back in, and I was like, oh, well, I'm fine, I'm playing. So I'm like,
just kidding.
but yeah, so I'm like, nah, I'd rather just wait it out till either a better version comes out or something, because that's a lot of money to just drop for something that might mess up.
For my take, I am a sucker for anything new and exciting. So if they come out with Spider-Man first and Xbox doesn't have anything to counter it, then I could see myself getting PlayStation as soon as release.
Yeah.
Dang,
But
you're gonna pick it over
So
Halo,
for-
Joe?
well, because
That's
Halo's delayed. Like if Halo came out,
Halo's played out, bro.
You're played
I
out,
know.
Jerry.
What's Master Chief
all the
doing
death
now?
threats are coming in.
Joe, is he frozen again, or what's going on with Master Chief there?
He's I believe reborn.
He's my hero.
He's,
so,
he's a born again Christian.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That's why you hear the oh.
True. You see, like that video that kid came out on Thanksgiving. I mean, it was a long time ago, when he flips out on his family, and he's like, "Master Chief's my hero," and he flips the whole Thanksgiving
I've seen
dinner.
that.
Like,
I've seen that.
dude.
Well, I mean, with that, let's take a quick break, guys, and we'll come back with the rest of the show. Welcome to All of a Sudden 65. We are back, and we kind of want to talk a little about Fall Guys. If you guys haven't heard about Fall Guys, it's this nifty game that we just talked about last week. It sounds like I'm doing an ad, but they have not paid me to do this. I just love the game that much. It's pretty much like Wipeout, but you're a little jelly bean man, and you try to beat 60 other players to become the crown, the king,
The head jelly bean.
the head jelly
That
bean.
game's like MXC, dude. Remember that show, MXC?
Yeah.
It would
For
come
my
out like an
homies.
Adult Swim.
Dude, that was
Like
the
late at night.
original Ninja Warrior, and I missed that show a bunch.
I miss that show so much.
I
What's
just like the
insane?
voiceovers.
What's
The-
insane
the
about
bad dub.
MXC is that it's actually like really old, but they brought it to America and then did obviously like the voiceover work and stuff, and that's what I guess kind of made it like super popular here in America.
Well, that's what I thought was what's funny about MXC though, is because I guess they were like Japanese people or Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
They
a
just
Japanese
dubbed it
show,
over.
and then they dubbed it.
Yeah, but like the stuff they would say, wasn't the dub. Like they were making them say some stupid shit instead of
Well,
what they were
it's still-
actually saying.
It's the one that me and Julian are always saying, isn't it? The one with my homie for my
Yeah.
My
homies.
homies.
It's that one, huh? Yeah. For my homies.
dude.
I
So-
love that one so much, dude. I don't
Like a-
know why that one has stuck with me for so long, but it's just been in the back of my head for as long as I
Because
can
it's so
remember.
stupid.
I mean,
That's my
kind of the-
spirit
kind of
animal,
the-
dude.
Kind of to the same as Fall Guys. These people would show up in these weird costumes. Like that guy specifically was dressed as some kind of like space hero or something like that.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had like a
true.
helmet on and like a cape, I think. He was kind of dressed like.
I think they all had like kind of like jumpsuits or whatever with like these ridiculous
Helmets.
kind of helmets, but it was kind of it was very colorful. very much like Fall Guys, and I don't know, it was just a whole lot of fun. What I'm curious to see is if they'll ever. Well, I guess they do have that already in Fall Guys, where they used to have the one where like you would have to make the shape and the wall would like come at you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
cutout. And
yeah, but they technically do have that in Fall Guys as well.
Well, they
So-
don't have the walls coming at you. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
reason I bring up Fall Guys is because if you don't follow them on Twitter, you definitely should, because they're hyper entertaining.
Get it?
They're hyper entertaining, and right now they have a bidding war going on with some major corporations, or what they're calling it is the battle of the brands. So they're asking all these brands that are interested in making their own characters into Fall Guys to donate to this charity called Special Effect. Now, what Special Effect does is they raise money to help gaming for people with disabilities, which is outstanding. Gaming is such an important part of our lives, and to have it can ultimately be a stress reliever, unless you're on Team FB and we lose quite a bit. So it's a stress inducer. But that's a very good thing, because all the proceeds that they're raising for this Battle of the Brands goes completely to the charity. So we've seen names like Mr. Beast, who's a popular YouTuber who just gives away money for free. They've seen Ninja, the house name streamer, and even companies like Tushy, which is a bidet company and makes little bidets for your tushies. And right now, Julian, I think you know who they are. FGTV or whatever they're called is in the lead with a $422,222.22 bid.
Yeah, if I understand who it is, I think that's the fighting game community or whatever. They have like a kind of like a channel where they show like stuff like fighting games and whatever, like esports stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with what design they've chosen. I think you showed it to us a while back.
This is what they propose that their design is going to be.
That's kind of cool. As Carlos said, it would have been kind of dumb if they had chosen like a Ryu or like a Chun-Li or something. But it's cool that they have like a more OC character, original content or whatever.
Oh, dude, they could have came up with something way better than that.
Yes.
A Yoshimitsu would have been cooler.
Yoshimitsu.
I'm just tired of seeing Ryu all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I'm tired, Grandma.
Well, that's too damn bad, Carlos.
Joe, can you show me the picture again? Could you show me that picture again, Joe?
Yeah, let me pull it up
Fucking
again.
Doom wannabe. Who's that guy, dude? What does he have on his back?
He's got like earphones on and all that
What
stuff.
is he supposed to be?
He looks like a
He looks
hipster
like a
demon.
fat guy. Oh, no,
It kinda
looks like a fat guy that's mad.
Kind of looks like Julian.
Thank you.
Oh, got it.
Maybe that's why I like it so much.
Carlos, I know if you had $500,000 and could place a bid on this, you would come out with a pretty cool character. What would you come up
Oh
with?
yeah, I already have the guy. This is my
His concept
character.
art.
I wish this could be my Fall Guy character. His name is the Stud Spud.
The Stetsbud.
That's,
That's who I would want him to be.
So just imagine that guy, bouncing around.
I guess he's not very
on obstacles.
kid friendly. He's got a stogie in his mouth. Maybe I gotta take that off.
It could be one of those sugar ones that they used
I'm
to give us.
sponsored by Marvel. I'm the cigarette brand. Sorry.
Or you know what? You could just make it a lollipop. There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. Lollipop.
like
That's
in
on fire,
Box
man.
with a One Piece.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
From Sanji to Lollipop. Jesus.
There you
I
go.
don't
How
know,
many licks?
If I could choose one, I think it'd be cool to see a little Big Daddy from
Yes, 100%.
from God damn it. I
BioShock.
was just yes, thank you, Jesus.
Oh,
From
that would
BioShock.
be
I
cool
think
to
that'd
see.
be super
Yeah.
cool.
They have
Yeah,
one
that'd
that's
be a way
kind of
cooler character.
similar. It's just like an underwater guy. He has the big.
He has a-
No,
suit.
I know which one,
Yeah.
but
And I think his
kinda
bottom is
imagine
like
that.
his bottom's like a fish tank, which it's a really cool
Mhm.
costume. But yeah, to have the exact Big Daddy, oh, I would love that.
Just a huge guy.
But
ready to go
he has like the little
around.
drill thing too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just
Dude, that game pisses me off so much, man.
Oh, I love that
Fall
game. Man.
Guys? Fall Guys?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Fall Guys. You know who I hate the most from that? Joe. I hate Joe the most from that game.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know what he does. He hacks into the mainframe. He gets like those perfect runs going.
I think
But-
He's a hacker.
Have you seen him play?
My current win record is 11 crowns.
I don't know
Wow.
how, dude. I get
hate you.
anxiety watching Joe play. Like the turns he makes, just the way he runs up the field is just crazy.
There was a time that me, him, and Jacob were playing, and I was right on him, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be my day. And sure enough, that's when like a ball just comes and like hits me right in the face, and I was like, all right.
But Joe makes it out in the clear, right?
It completely misses Joe, but hits me, and I was like, okay, well, fine.
I ended up winning that game.
Yeah, you did, and I hated you every second of it. That was my win. That was supposed to be my win.
Is there another character that you guys would want to see in Fall Guys?
A
The only bad
Luigi
thing is-
costume. That's what I want to
that'd
see.
be nice, dude. For me,
I'm-
yeah, Luigi costume.
Oh, that'd
Hey,
be cool.
you see that? You see that?
See,
Joe?
and
You hear that?
I was
I'm talking to the only two Luigi fanatics in all of America.
Oh, dude, Luigi's my
Luigi's
boy.
the best. Dude.
Luigi's my boy.
I mean,
That's my
I was kind of going to go down the same route, and I'm kind of startled, or I'm kind of shaken by the fact that like Disney, or
Shooketh?
shooketh to the fact that like Disney or like Niantic or whoever haven't taken this opportunity to like make like a Pikachu skin, or like a Sully or Mike Wazowski skin or something, so that way you could be like
Oh,
your
true.
favorite
Yeah,
Disney
monster.
yeah, or
Is there
like
Donkey Kong skin or no?
or like a Mr. Potato Head, as Jerry likes, or whatever.
No, if
sure-
they
I'm
have
sure
skin
it's only
for
a
like
matter
the
of
whole DK clan, that'd be cool.
Oh, the whole DK crew.
Ooh,
Like Diddy Kong and
Lanky.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Dude, now you're touching into like, okay, they're gonna come out with Naruto headbands and shit, too.
Oh,
Hey, that would be sick.
That would be
would so like if you could wear like the old there you go,
Oh,
the
there you
old orange
go.
jumpsuit with like the goggles
yeah.
and everything.
True.
That'd be cool.
That would be the
His
dream.
red-
I think that would be my pick. Anything from Naruto, like having a little Kakashi skin with this.
Dude, the
Oh,
little
man, that'd be
the Sasuke
cool.
rope
Where his
around your
eyes,
waist.
The Itachi.
Ooh, the Akatsuki, like the Akatsuki
Akatsuki
robe.
the what?
Yeah.
The Akatsuki?
You're talking about the rope. I'm just talking about like just the
with the little
Sasuke
red-
rope.
Yeah,
The
Sasuke has
purple
his
rope.
like
Oh,
sexy chest Sasuke, and then he just
Yeah.
wears like a.
It's actually just Sasuke. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
that was a weird look for him.
So I guess on to our next topic, or let's bring up
I
the question to the fans. If you guys could have the choice, or if you want to design a Fall Guys character and drop it in the link, or I mean in the chat. We're not streamers. If you want to drop it in the comment section down below, or at any of our social media platforms such as Instagram or Facebook, let us know what you guys would
Twitter.
want to see. Yeah, Facebook, Twitter,
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, definitely. I'm curious to see what some of our fans could come up with, like your concept art of your very own Fall Guy or something. Who knows? Maybe we can put in a bid and try to beat Ninja with our mountain of money or whatever.
So the Carlos is bid.
Yep.
True.
There you go.
Let's make the
Spud,
stud
stud.
spud a thing.
The stud spud. I'm down.
So
Moving
of
on
Duty-
to other studs.
Call of Duty just finished their week-long Easter egg teaser, and they have finally shown or confirmed the game, which is, of course, what we announced a couple of weeks ago, Call of Duty Cold War. They have come up with a date that they're going to showcase more information, and it came out with a little teaser trailer, which didn't show any kind of gameplay, but more historical footage. And it's supposed to debut out in Warzone, which is the current game mode that they have right now, which we play a lot of, and it's supposed to give us more details hopefully on the next game. Do you guys think that the next game is going to live up to all this hype? I mean, they strung this out for a week. They've been teasing this game for a week. We didn't just get the name until now, which is pretty late. Do you think the next one is going to be as hype now that it's based off the Cold War?
It's been pretty hype.
It's
For
it's
sure.
just gonna be, two guys, the Russians and us, just with a button to see we throw the nuclear warheads, and that's it. That's just the whole game. Just either don't push it. ah ah. That's just the whole game. But
Oh.
I never played the old school ones because, as you guys know, I barely got internet this year, so I never really played. I never played like World War II, any of those like old school Call of Duties. But
They didn't do really well.
yeah, that's
Yes,
what
they
I
did.
kept
No,
hearing.
their storylines were really good for sure.
No, but you're
For
talking about the
sure.
GameCube ones, the one that
The
came out
old
for the
school ones.
PS4, like the
Oh.
World War II.
Yeah, like
And that one
I heard they
wasn't.
kind of they bombed, so I don't know.
I know Jerry played a lot of the older ones, so he'll
Yeah.
be able to tell you.
The storyline, beautiful, 100%. Very well made.
Multiplayer,
Perfect.
not
Thank
so
you,
much.
Jerry. You convinced me.
Oh well, they didn't have that at the time.
I love the insight.
You convinced me. I'll take 10 copies then.
Well, okay, so Call of Duty is a game, right? And it takes place during a
220.
war.
So,
No, well, it's like the whole like in our reality they had like everything that was in like history books for I forgot what war was for the older one, but pretty much like the
Vietnam.
whole gameplay. No, it was a different war. It was a big. It was like it had to be in World War II, but all the storyline fell in like with history and everything, so it was pretty cool. And then gameplay was great. I was still like 13. I don't remember much of it. I just thought it was really good. It was a really good game.
But what are they? Because Joe, you brought up that whole thing where it said, what was it? History repeats itself.
yeah.
So
So
did they say anything about? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Their taglines right now is, I believe, know your history and history repeats itself or something like that. So it's leading people to believe whether it's going to be actually in the Cold War or maybe some kind of modern day Cold War, or maybe
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm
combination
thinking.
of the two. We don't know.
Is it gonna be like a future like going back to the past time machine type of thing or no?
But if
It
that's
could
the
be.
case, I hope
Well,
they don't go
I think
too far into the future either. To like where
Yeah.
they do the
Where they had
like
the
the other Call of Duty
exosuits and
games.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they don't go that far into the future.
Is this Black Ops?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Black Ops.
Oh shit! So they might do that then. Time Machine's coming back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Portal.
they could do a
Zombies?
time machine thing.
Zombies,
I mean, I wouldn't put it
hyper
past
excited
them,
for it.
but what was I gonna say? I kind of I don't think they would go that cartoonish with the story. Usually the cartoonish stuff they stick more towards zombies, but in terms of like the actual game, I think it's gonna be more kind of what Joe said, where it's gonna kind of flash back between Cold War to present day, and you're gonna kind of see
That nothing's changed.
history repeating itself from like what would happen in the Cold War versus like what's happening
my
now.
God.
It was just this whole like, who's the head honcho right now kind of thing. And
Yeah,
it's like
is it the U.S. or is it Russia?
Russia, and it was this whole like, well, you know what? I got a big old red button right here that'll tell me that I'm the big head honcho here. That's all it really was. Where, little
Which
history lesson. Whether
we're kind of seeing that in today's standards. I mean, you have Trump who's flexing his little member and saying that he's the head honcho. So I mean, I guess they can kind of do a whole present day versus past kind of flashback thing. I think it's a cool concept. I think it ultimately is going to come down to be pretty good. But are you guys excited at the fact that they're keeping Warzone and they're going to kind of incorporate it with the new Call of Duty game?
I think that's cool. If
smart.
they come up with a new map, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
And I guess in that time frame, I'm assuming.
I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do, Joe, is they're gonna kind of do similar to what Fortnite did, where they might not completely change the map, at least right now, but they're gonna update parts of the map every so often. I mean, right now we just unlocked Stadium, so I can definitely see them continuing down that trend of like, okay, maybe now prison's gonna be like blown up or something, or the mountain's gonna open up and there's gonna be another little bunker in there or some kind of like little hideout and stuff
what the Easter egg showed in on the last day was they found a rocket in one of the bunkers, which is based off old Soviet space tech, and it also doubles as a ballistic missile. So I think we can see that incorporated into the map now, where it's going to change things up a bit.
where it
So
can like blow up a chunk of the map or something
Ooh,
else.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
What if what else would be kind of interesting, because obviously the rocket is kind of similar to the ones that they use to go out in space. I was thinking this the other day, like what if they use that and we end up like in space as like a space battle royale.
Space Warzone.
I know it's kind
That'd be
Space
cool.
Warzone. But I don't know. I mean, again, that might be something that is further down the line or something that might not even happen, but it's definitely something that they do, especially since they were the ones that did Advanced Warfare, right? With all the Jon Snow.
No,
Ooh.
Treyarch is I think only stuck to Black Ops as of recently. Black Ops
No,
1,
but
2, 3, 4.
Warzone is a part of Infinity War, right? And Infinity
No,
War.
Warzone is a sledgehammer concept, which is letting or design, which is letting itself to Activision and Treyarch.
Okay,
So that's
that
why
makes
they're trying to keep it alive through both companies who are coming out with games each year or every other year since they switch off.
So they're gonna have zombies, they're gonna have battle royale, and then the gameplay itself.
Yeah,
All three.
They're gonna
Plus
have a
multiplayer.
campaign.
Yes, it ultimately looks like they're going to have a campaign also. I mean, that's pretty much what all this Cold War stuff is based off. It's going to be on the campaign. The multiplayer, as usual, we'll see what kind of maps. They teased the map Summit. If you guys aren't familiar with it,
Oh yeah.
it's kind of a snow map that is actually pretty cool. So it looks like there's going to be a
It was
multiplayer.
a fan favorite.
Yeah,
It's a revamped app. Yeah. I mean, a map.
Yeah, I'm
Warzone-
pretty sure we're gonna see Nuketown also.
Oh, definitely, that's a Black Ops staple.
Yeah.
Warzone is doing really well right now, so they're going to try to keep this as viable as possible. So that's why they're actually, being cross-branded, which is really cool. And of course, the zombies mode, which is kind of personally a fan favorite of mine.
Of OGFB.
Yeah. So I'm
Am I gonna
looking
have
forward to that.
to? Am I gonna have to clean out my terabyte for this one game? Or
Carlos, you're actually gonna have to go buy and buy a
Another
4
one.
terabyte.
Jesus
No, just a
Christ,
whole new
dude.
And just bridge them
PlayStation.
together.
A whole new PlayStation
You,
just for Call of Duty.
you're gonna have to get just a whole PlayStation, a whole other PlayStation. Just yes, I'm freaking slurring here, man. I don't know what's wrong with me.
A blue.
I had one Modelo. You're gonna have to go get a whole new PlayStation just to play Call of Duty.
But yeah, I mean, unless you guys have anything else to say, I think that'll do it. That'll do it for us today. It looks like it's going to be an exciting game. Fall Guys is doing
looking
some
forward.
good things. Batman looks exciting, and
Jerry
the new
doesn't.
Suicide Squad looks exciting too.
it does. They announced
Yeah.
a whole bunch of characters, and it looks freaking good. But
It looks fun, like a whole lot of fun.
it does.
And I'm curious to see why Captain Boomerang has like super speed or whatever, or teleportation.
So if you guys are watching us on 107, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It means a great deal to us. If you're listening on any of your podcast platforms, give us a 5-star rating. That helps us a great deal. And it shows us that you love us just as much as we love you. If you guys are still interested, we do have a few Black Lives Matter stickers still available. Make sure to put in your donations, and we'll go ahead and send that out as soon as we can. We greatly appreciate all that you guys have done for us so far. So keep supporting. And as we mentioned earlier in the show, if you guys want to design a Fall Guys character, make sure to drop that in the comments. Or if you just want to see a specific character, drop that in the comments as well. It's at All of a Sudden Pod on Instagram, All of a Sudden Podcast on Facebook. Thank you guys. We love you. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Jerry. First timers on the show. We appreciate you guys a great deal. And
Thank
for
you,
the rest
Jay.
Yeah, and Jay.
And Jay. And just Jay.
Just plain old Jay.
And Jay for making the show happen every single week.
Jay for making this show that much more handsomer every week.
My heart.
True. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one,
Later.
guys. Stay sunny.